Earth Day in Chino. So we're gonna film it and you guys can see what I have. Thank you very much. So welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Alright, so these are our fine people here in Chino, and your Inland Empire Utility Agency. What do you do?
Code enforcement for the city of Chino. We enforce municipal city codes for the city. So planning, building, business.
What do you guys do?
We are with Healthy Chino.
Healthy Chino is giving me this beautiful red bag.
With the School District Health Center.
City of Chino, we're giving you information about our environmental programs to let you know about our hazardous waste, also a lot about our sharps and our beverage buyback centers, all the services that we have for the City of Chino, and then also some water conservation information.
I teach fire and life safety for Chino Valley Fire.
Hi, I'm Glenda with Waste Management. Come visit us here at Earth Day in Chino. We are going to teach you about how to recycle often and how to recycle right.
There, I'm Jeff Ziegenbein, and we make Soil Pro compost. And compost is important because compost makes healthy soils. And healthy soil means that the soil's alive. A lot of soil in Southern California is like sand or DG or maybe clay, things like that, but most of it's void of organics. So by putting compost into the soil, you're feeding the bugs. And then the bugs, in turn, they're pulling carbon out of the atmosphere and they're doing all kinds of things to keep themselves healthy. And then they give back to the plants and they exchange nutrients with roots and things like that, and they make plants grow in very good ways without requiring a lot of fertilizer or pesticides or herbicides, etc. So go compost.
So Healthy Chino is the City of Chino's health initiative that was initiated in 2005. We work through the Recreation Department with the City of Chino. What we do is we oversee all the health and wellness programming and events that the City of Chino hosts. So we oversee the community garden, we oversee Healthy Family Day, which is our health fair. We also oversee different outreach events, Chino Bike Day, and our Bark Around the Park. So we have our hands in different health and wellness programming. We partner with a lot of other agencies in our community, like the YMCA, the Kaiser Health Center, Inland Empire Health Plan. All those partners come and we try to bring any resources, any programming that we possibly can to our community at little to no cost.
More on the trail, so we're gonna check it out.
11 for the first bud, 1.5 for the lettuce, 3 for the tomato, 56 for the cheese. The winner is the meat at $6.16, and the other bun is the same 11. Total $6.98.5.
For what?
For one cheeseburger.
Of water?
Of water. 698.5 gallons for one cheeseburger to make it.
And what's the alternative?
The alternative? Figure out a way to raise cattle without using so much water.
So, right here, this is a booth of the water cycle. Here we're making bracelets with all these beads that represent different stages of the water cycle. So we have different things like white, which is a cloud, that's the first bead, and that's where the water starts. And then it rains, which teal represents, and it rains and falls onto the ground and goes into the ground, which is represented by brown, because it goes into the ground. And then from there, some of the water goes into streams and lakes and just goes into the environment like we can see around us. And then from there, plants and animals, they drink it or absorb it to sustain life. And then, which is represented by a green bead because plants absorb it. And then the sun, which is the driving force of the entire cycle, the sun evaporates the water, turning it into water vapor, and then eventually back into a cloud, which the cycle just keeps on repeating itself. We started with the cloud and we ended with the cloud, so the cycle just goes on and on.
How many of you guys have seen frog eggs? You guys have seen frog eggs? So this is what they look like. So there's a little picture up here in the blue. So it turns out, so the frogs, they live in the water and they actually absorb the water through their skin, but they also absorb other things that are in the water, so they could absorb pollution even, right? Now, if the frogs get sick, then it tells us that there's some pollution in the water, right? And if there's pollution in the water, then other animals that use that same habitat might get sick too. So that home
might be dangerous to other animals, right? So it turns out that over the last 30 years, more than 100 species of amphibians, which are animals like frogs, have gone extinct. So all these species of amphibians,
they no longer exist.
Yeah, they no longer exist. So all these species have gone extinct because of pollution or because their habitat got destroyed, right? Yeah, so what can we do? So some of the things that we could do is we make sure that whenever we go visit waterways like rivers or creeks or lakes even, that we don't take any trash with us, right? And that we pick up any trash that we have, and we might even pick up other people's trash, even if it's not ours. The other thing we can do is we can try to volunteer with different groups, right? So a lot of groups like to go visit rivers and lakes and clean them up. So we can have our parents find us some of those groups so that we can go and volunteer, right? And the last thing that I find really important that I need you guys to do is to be the voice for these animals in their homes, right? So the frogs can't tell us about the pollution in their water, right? But we can tell other people, can't we? So whenever you guys see people and you guys want to tell them that you guys go visit other places and you see people that are not taking care of the waterways like they should be, you guys make sure you tell them about how important it is for the frogs to have clean water, right? So that's your guys' job.
So what we have here is an aeroponic system, and it's with water mist. It's a continual system that starts with a pump, 120 volts, that pumps water up through the top and it trickles down with mist. And in that, we're saving 90% water. So here in San Bernardino County, we need to start reducing water. We are the largest county in California, and we are the county that has the worst level of drought. So we need to conserve. What we have also is 90% saving of space. So when we talk about having farms, we are starting to see that farms are moving into vertical growing. And the other part is that it grows 30% faster because of the feed continuously all day. It doesn't go into the soil, it's in rock wool. Let me show you where the rock wool is. This is rock wool. It's in place of soil. So you place the seed through the hole and you put it in the mineral water. The minerals is what we need in order to grow food, and so we put those in, a tonic A and a tonic B. And with that, we have any kind of a seed. I could buy a flower from the store. I could even put a bulb in, and we can even do carrots. We just have to place them differently on the tower. The seeds that come with the packet is everything you see here is included in the same price. And they give you a variety of about 9 different seeds. So if we want to today, we could open up our cucumbers. We could open up, what I have here is sweet basil you just saw. We have our steak tomatoes, and in which this piece right here is where you would put a cage, and that supports the leaves that are growing from either a bell pepper or tomatoes. You can tell I've used these, right? And our lettuces are right here. There's 3 different varieties. As you can see, I've had these out with no water running in it for about 20 minutes now. So I'm going to have to put water in the top because I don't have it plugged in outside. But as soon as water gets on it, you'll see how it'll pump right up. So the continual water is what makes it grow faster. You've got 30% faster growth, and the harvest of it is faster as well. The seed right here is about 4 weeks, and we will have in another 4 weeks we could be able to consume it. So this will reproduce itself with just 1 seed, and we know how much 1 packet costs, with sometimes 40 to 50 or more seeds in a packet, so you can see how the savings happens when we plant our own food. Now, do you think I'm going to have to garden this like you do at home on your knees and to weed it with weeds? No, not one weed at all. And I do not have to worry about the cleanliness of it, because all you'd use is vinegar, water, and you let it soak or rub it off with vinegar, and it turns out this. My tower is 4 years old, and look at it, looks like new.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
It's Earth Day out here in Chino, California. And what we're going to be doing, instead of an unboxing, we're going to be doing an unbagging. What is so cool about Earth Day here is they give you goodies so that you can bring home. So Here's a Make Everyday Earth Day Frisbee, which I'll be working with TJ on. I got a couple really cool pads. This is really neat. They gave you, in this case, this is like a water sprayer. It's got a multiple different things that you can do to it, so I can water my plants. I got a couple really cool red bags. They have strings over here to tighten them up. Always a nice thing to have. I got a scarf here that tells you the water cycle. And I have these pieces of this card here, how to use water wisely. In this bag, I have a book here, Inland Empire, 65 years of making every drop count. It has some good stories and it talks all about Chino. This is the best part because you all know that I like frogs. This is a frog moisture meter, promotes healthier lawns, gardens, and shrubs by eliminating improper watering. So I'll show you how to use that. I got a couple of these pads which we're going to use for take some notes, but you can write down your plants. I have another book here which is Gus and Me. It even comes with a CD-ROM and it talks about my first guitar. So that is the bigger items. Let me show you the smaller items which are also really cool. I have these orange things, and what's really cool about them is they come with a towelette and a band-aid and a first aid instruction you can put that in your car. This is really cool. This is a little propeller that you put on your phone, so as you're getting your information on your phone, checking out your YouTube channel, you can keep cool. Many colorful pencils. This attaches to the back of your phone, so it gives you a little handle. These are kind of cool in themselves. When they start off, they're like this. But when you see, then you have yourself a little bracelet. And this one says Chino Fire District. I have another one here, and it says Save Water, and you can see it ties onto you. And then this is really cool. This is a little fire hat, and on the fire hat there's a little button, and you can press it. You can see how the light is coming in. So there's of course clips for everything that you need, potato chip bags, whatever. There's this thing here that people just love nowadays, which is a little spinner. Okay, more pens. Red pens. They have a pad of paper here with a little sticker on it. It says code enforcement. Pencil sharpeners and a little container, so that a really cool thing is this, because you attach this to your bicycle or yourself, and as you work in the dark, it blinks, and that way it protects you. And these were all the free items I got. Plus, I also got this parsley here, and I'm going to show you real quick how to use the meter. So you just take this meter out of this container, and then you stick it inside, and if you were to read the indicator, it says moist. So this one is perfectly ready to be planted. My parsley, this is called curled parsley, my new frog head moisture meter. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Come back and see us again. Bye-bye.
If you like this channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.